Hey-o! Welcome to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. I'm your host, Mike, with my co-host.
Technical difficulties.
He wasn't
I got
prepared.
it.
With my co-host, though.
Brad.
Hey-o! And we have two very special guests. You know them. You love them. You want to see more of them. We got Dane, the fan favorite, and Spencer, his friend.
I mean, technically, this will be the first time you actually see us.
It is. Yep.
Yeah, this
You're
is
right.
the first time. Are you all disappointed? You fell in love with our voices, and now you see us, and you are sad.
We're all fat.
That
white
makes me
guys.
happy.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Oh fuck!
I have way too much fun when you guys come onto the podcast. I know Brad looks forward to it whenever I go, hey, Dane is coming over, and also Spencer's coming over. Like, we're just all like, Dane and Spencer's coming over? It's always nice.
I feel like you're editing that story for the fans. I feel like you're like, Dane's coming over, and you guys are like, yay! And then you're like, and Spencer. And
Like-
everyone's like,
like Dane is like the opening act, or not the opening act. Sorry. Sorry. Like he's the main performer. That's what I meant. Opening act was
That
not.
means you're the opening act.
well, I guess there's worse things to be, I suppose.
All right,
Spencer's the roadie that cleans everything up.
that's much worse.
So, but
From
anyway,
a certain point of view.
Dane, what have you been up to of recent since the last time you were over?
So
and
of
recording?
recent, actually, both you guys got to know about this, but so we had kind of a weird change of pace with everything for the podcast that I was creating. Had some weird technical difficulties, had some stuff going on, and just had some more creative blocks. And so I just really needed a change of like name and place and everything like that. And so we actually changed it up to just Dane and Friends, and it's instead of Dupocalypse or Danepocalypse or any of the other ones that I've said before, Dane and Friends are... What are you doing?
Everyone's making so many hands. I had to get in on it.
Brad,
I was very confused too myself.
I was like, are they?
I was just talking
What's
with my
happening?
hands. He was the one making weird signals.
Well, so I just wanted to make sure that OBS was recording along with everything. And so I started going, and then I was going to sign B and S, but then I was like, Brad doesn't know sign language. And then I was like, I don't remember my sign language. And so it just quickly became, go down. Like I saw the mouse move over where I could see it, and I just went down, go down, to go down. But what's nice is there's a bottom frame where you can't see my hand right here. So I
No,
can
but they
literally
could see my eyes just going, what the hell?
So I was just making sure we were all set. So anyway,
good.
Dane and Friends.
Yeah.
Airing Saturday at 9 p.m. Western time
on February 30th.
on February 30th.
Sometime around there, probably.
Yeah. But so Dane and Friends podcast is coming along, and then you have your separate YouTube with Dupocalypse coming along.
Well, actually, I've been mostly focusing on just the podcast right now.
Yeah.
As far as the YouTube channel goes, it's kind of taking a back seat just because I don't have all the recording stuff
Yeah.
right now.
But
But yeah, that will actually still be Dupocalypse, and so
exactly.
that'll be the fun part of it.
So yeah.
Unless I decide to change that again too, because I'm
So
fickle
indecisive.
and indecisive. Yeah.
Fickle. You don't hear that word too often. But yeah, no, we've been super excited to help you through this process of getting this going and starting and making something of it. And so we're excited for the debut.
I like that you pointed at Brad and he made no movement.
Listen,
It's just me.
You were like, "Yeah, we're excited," and you were just like,
Listen, Brad is like an emotional husk. Like it's just nothing. Like we went and got coffee for my sister-in-law today, and his people skills really showed. He was like, "I fucking hate coffee shops," and the lady was like, "Okay, thanks for your order. Have a good day." And he goes, "Yeah, thanks." It's like, thanks, you too. That's what the appropriate person would say.
Where did you guys go?
Dutch Bros.
Yeah, I hate Dutch Bros.
Yeah, no. I'm not a coffee person, but I am a morning person, and I can't handle Dutch Bros people because it seems like they just did a line of cocaine and 3 shots of espresso before they start talking.
Yeah,
to
they're
you.
like pretending to be interested in your life, but they really just want your order, but they have to smile and nod and talk the whole time. But really, by the end of it, you're just like, why did they ask me all that stuff? They clearly don't care. They didn't even let me finish what I was saying, which
Yeah.
they prompted me to talk about.
Yeah.
It's just a real awkward thing
Where,
the whole way through.
where something like Chick-fil-A, you're just like, wow, they really care.
I really just want a coffee shop where I pull up and they just say, like, they're like, what do you want? You're like, I want this. And they're like, good. Fuck you. We'll see you at the window. And then they just hand you coffee, you hand them money, and it's over. There's no more talking.
The
You know what I
exchange
mean?
is done.
Can I
Yeah,
bring up?
like-
Did you say Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a talk to at Chick-fil-A?
So Chick-fil-A, so I have a whole thing about customer service. I think I give really good customer service.
He gives it really good in the alleyway behind the bar.
Customer service.
Customer service.
Yeah, I cup.
Oh. Not a lot of people cup.
Usually you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah, but no, like I when I sell myself. Okay.
It's just getting better.
In a job interview, I always say that I have really good customer service because I actually put care, and I even if I don't care, I make it sound like I do. It makes it sound genuine. So I say, because I thought of like the verbiage you should say to someone instead of like have a good day. I say take care, like take care, like go on, take care.
What's the nuances between the two? Like the differences
Like good
here?
day is just like it's generic. It's the simplistic, like everybody says it. I think take care. Not a lot of people really say it, and I think it's more genuine instead of just like have a good day, and it's like, oh yeah, you too, thank you. Where I go take care, like whatever you do, take care of yourself. Like I hope you do well, But I do that with everything. That's how my brain thinks. Is I think of different ways of being a better customer service person, and I think Chick-fil-A does a really good job at that. But
I don't think Chick-fil-A gives a damn.
well, okay, you also don't you don't like Chick-fil-A, but like I do. I will say I don't like when they say my pleasure. Like it would be my pleasure to serve you at the window or something like that. I'm like
gross.
I'm like
That's gross.
so I could do without, but I think they genuinely do care. I mean, I would say they also have a really good success rate of orders right. Like if you ask for like hey, can I get like 10 sauces of Chick-fil-A sauce or
They
something?
put 10 sauces in it.
Oh, they'll fucking give you the whole box. Even like they'll just
Well,
be like,
then
here you
that's
go.
not
That's not
success.
good.
That's,
Yeah.
You're just
No, they're
They can't
overdoing
count,
it.
so they're just like, fuck it, that's good enough.
Yeah, but
10, 50. What's the difference?
like I remember seeing a picture online where it was like McDonald's is like go fuck yourself. When like pretty much like, hey, can I just get a cheeseburger with nothing on it, just the burger and the cheese? And they go, yeah, sure. And they just give you like bread with cheese on it, and they're like, hey, you got my order wrong. And they're like, no, we didn't. Go fuck yourself. Where like Chick-fil-A is just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here's a free fry.
Can
Here's
I
a
jump
shake.
in though for just a moment?
No.
That is exactly why McDonald's has been successful forever.
Yeah. It's
It's
a good
because they tell you to
business practice.
fuck you, and everyone's like, okay, I like it. Their only hiccup was when they bowed to the people.
Are we
And they
talking
did the
about breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh.
But now they took it away again, so like we're like, okay,
Well, they only took it away for COVID stuff, but
it still counts.
it still counts, but they'll bring it back.
I showed up at like 10:30, I think, the other day, and they were like, no. And I was like, come on.
Those bastards.
And they were like, nope. And I was like, I like you.
I just basically like,
You got spunk.
wasn't that a Bill Burr thing where it was like, if you can't get your ass up to actually get there before 10:30, you don't deserve breakfast.
I think it was actually.
but yeah, so I just kind of I think of customer service a lot. And
Where do you
He works on the Best Friends Discuss podcast.
You know what, Spencer? I did not expect this from you. I also don't expect it from Dane, but
For the record, I don't have a real job. My job is a made-up fairyland job. So don't take anything I say too seriously.
I mean, granted, I don't really have a real job either.
Spencer sells dope on the side.
I wish.
He would make a whole hell of a lot more money.
I don't do bad, but yeah, my job is not a real job.
But I mean, we've all worked customer service stuff, and like I said, that's how I sell myself in an interview. Is that?
I couldn't stop smiling at that. Yeah.
But anywho,
That's how I sell my body. I'm the best customer service whore out there.
listen, I am not.
That's a customer service one right there.
I'm not afraid to show some leg.
Nice.
Thanks.
That's how you know you get some more.
Yeah. So, Spencer, what have you been up to?
Nothing. Moving on.
All right, cool. All right, well, we'll just go into the.
I mean, if you're wanting more in depth, I can, but it really boils down to nothing. So, just saying.
That's up to you, man.
I
You're
fixed
your own
my
person.
sleep schedule, guys. Way to go, me.
Did you fix it all the way?
Well,
now?
see if it sticks. It was a long course. Let's get into this. 7 years ago,
I mean, it wasn't 7.
I went into a sleep doctor and he said, "Bud, your sleep schedule's fucked." And I said, "You're probably right. Maybe that's why I'm tired all the time."
I would love for you to get aggressive at your sleep doctor where you're like, your sleep schedule is fucked. Sorry.
And then, sorry, Mike's really good at customer service. Anywho. I fixed my sleep schedule. My lizard almost died, and now he's not dead, and that's good.
Yeah, I saw your post about that. What exactly happened?
He got impacted twice in 1 month.
What
And
does
for
that
people
mean?
who don't know what impaction is, for reptiles, it's literally just constipation that can kill you.
Okay.
So
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure if it was more of like you let him out of his cage and like somebody like sat on him or a book fell on him. And
I think that's just
that
called
was
being
he's
the
now
impacted.
impacted.
yeah. So I was like, obviously that's not it, but
Yeah, it's more common with like reptiles and amphibians. Technically, like mammals can get impacted, but it's a lot rarer to be a like fatal thing versus reptiles. It can be pretty fatal.
gotcha.
But anyways, yeah, he pulled through. He took a big old lizard poop, guys.
Nice.
Wish I had pictures for you, but I don't.
It was a big poop. It was a really big poop.
Yeah, I was surprised when he pooped. I was like, "How is this even in you? Like, it's almost bigger than you are. Like,
What-
that's insane."
When he pooped, were you like, Dane, come in here right now? Like,
No, I
hurry.
think it was just there, and then he saw. I don't know. Did I?
No,
Was
you
I-
you
did
came
I?
and got me.
Dane, come look at this lizard poop. Technically, he's a gecko. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
What's his name?
Kurt?
Geico.
Courage?
Kurt.
Oh, Kurt. Gotcha.
Like Kurt Connors.
Well, I
Kurt Connors, aka
Gotcha.
Dr. Lizard from Spider-Man.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
no,
you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I thought you said courage, but it doesn't help that he also said something. I was like, what did both of you say? Anyway,
Yeah.
Courage the Gecko. I like it.
Yeah, and then past that, just work. So
Gotcha.
yeah, not a lot.
Very
Do you always have to fondle the microphone when
Yes,
you're
he does.
I
When you're good
Yeah.
at customer service, like Mike is,
just gotta get it up there?
I think it's I think it makes me look more professional
I don't think it
when-
does.
No. when I'm like, oh my god, like just moving the mic away.
No, but I saw you literally like you were like doing this.
Yeah, he likes to caress it. It's all right.
You were like holding it and like loving it
I was
and touching
I was messing
it
with
and,
the
and putting your finger in its holes.
I was messing with Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna move on. So, Dane, Spencer, Brad, I have a new idea for the podcast that we are gonna introduce today. I don't have a name for it. Maybe you guys can help me with a name.
hold up.
Hold up.
What have
That's
you?
the name.
What have you and Brad been up to? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, do you want to Do you?
Dear Brad, what have you been up to? Love, Dane.
Nothing.
That wasn't in the form of a letter.
Or a question?
P.S.
Sincerely.
I hate you.
No, I mean we've upgraded the podcast, as you see. We got the webcam, we got 4 mics, we got this very professional setup.
This feels really professional, guys.
Thank you.
It's very professional.
This
Thank
is
you.
not against Brad at all. It's
Cool.
all against Mike.
I wish I had my wall. I would just be like, "Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
yeah.
Customer service is on par today."
Wow, you're like, hey, this is an awesome compliment. I'm like, I feel like it's a backhanded freaking.
It was
like-
definitely a backhanded compliment.
See, I see the good in people.
It's because of his customer service.
Yeah, and I hate customer service, so I understand how people truly feel.
like Brad actually does do well in customer service. It's just he just doesn't.
Well, yeah, you have to fake it till you make it.
Yeah, but even then, like when he goes to a place and orders food, he just
Because I don't need to fake it at that point.
he just
That's their job, not
Yeah.
his job.
yeah, I know, but I mean, you could still just be like, "Hey, thanks," because you know what, Brad, I hope that somebody remembers how much of a shitty customer you are.
I feel like
So do
you're
I,
going to be the
hopefully.
only one that remembers. I feel like he's just a normal customer in their life, like that. It's not like you specifically are like full on yelling at people or doing anything more than just being like, okay.
At least not to their face.
Yeah.
you know
for
what?
sure.
You know what? Petridge Farms remembers.
Can we go into the intricacies of Chick-fil-A's business model?
Yeah, we can actually. They hate the gays. They love chicken and hate the gays.
Bold strategy these days.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it
Both
pays
sides.
out. Pays off. Yeah, but anywho,
God.
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
So
We've done it. Mike hasn't said what his thing is yet.
Yeah, what have you been up to, Mike?
Mike, what have you been up to?
We've updated the podcast. I've been on Dane's
You
podcast to help promote our podcast and also help him get it
to
off
help
the
promote
ground.
on a podcast that hasn't been put out yet. But it will be, I promise.
But
Yes.
Mike, what have you been up to?
Like legitimately.
What
Oh,
have you been up to?
nothing. Except for great customer service.
Anywho,
Okay, so
yes.
the game. This is what it is.
I thought you were going to say the gays there for a second.
No, why would
I don't know
do
why.
that? Nah, it's all right.
Maybe it's because you were talking about Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the game is we each picked an actor or actress. And
I think you can just say actor for male or female now.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, well, I don't know. And so we picked. We each. We each picked an actor.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention in class.
you need
we-
to get him a ruler.
Okay. Spray ball, really, just shoot anywhere. Okay, so we each picked an actor and we each picked a movie. And then we'll each go through our actor, and I'll say my movie. We'll talk about the movie. We'll give it a score of between 0 to 100. We'll average out the score of it, and then we'll move on to you, and you'll pick a movie from from my actor,
Okay.
Okay.
and then we'll talk about it, rate it, and then we'll move to Spencer, move to Brad. We'll do the same thing. We'll get 4 movies with a different rating. We'll average that out. That is the average score of that actor, and we'll do it for everyone's person. And then afterwards, whoever has the highest rating wins.
Do we have an abacus?
Brad does, I think. Crap. So
He forgot the abacus.
for my actor, I picked Samuel L. Jackson.
I like that you pointed at the screen.
I think
over
they
there.
can.
They see it?
They can see it.
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
Yeah, it's at the bottom left.
Yeah. You see that, Dane? You don't get that shit with Reaper.
No, because you don't do video with Reaper.
Exactly.
Booyah.
Point
Case
to
in
Spencer.
I hate you.
So I picked Samuel L. Jackson, and the movie that I picked is SWAT. It is a movie that stars Samuel L. Jackson and Colin
Kaepernick.
Farrell, and it's actually based off of
I was
a.
gonna say LL Cool J, but you know.
It also has LL Cool J, Michelle
Flavor
Rodriguez.
Flav. Sorry, keep going.
I don't think it has Flavor Flav in it.
It doesn't.
But anywho, so it's actually based off of an old TV show called SWAT, and
Can we Google that, please?
it's very factual. And it just has a fun pace to it. It almost feels like a Fast and Furious movie where it's just fun to watch. And it's about Samuel L. Jackson, who assembles a team of people that he wants on his SWAT team, and they take out situational stuff like hostage on a plane and stuff, and
Playing on a hostage.
and stuff like that. And the main storyline is that there's a guy who gets arrested, and he puts a bounty on his own head, saying, if you are able to rescue me from the cops, I'll give you like $4 million. And so the SWAT team comes in, and they have to protect this guy, and they kind of come up with tricky little things to do to try and get away with it. But bad guy Jeremy Renner, who used to be a SWAT cop, comes in and tries to undermine the whole operation.
Why does that name sound familiar? Jeremy Renner. What has he been in recently? That sounds so familiar.
Are you being facetious?
I'm legit right
Hawkeye.
now.
Hawkeye.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, God, that name. Like, what is that?
Yeah. Or
He's the bad guy in that?
Yeah.
or
He's playing Hawkeye.
Oh, he is always the bad guy.
or he's better known for obviously the Bourne movies.
Knock
You
off
mean-
Jason Bourne.
You mean the
the one.
singular Bourne movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bourne
We
Legacy.
didn't watch that. We didn't watch that.
I watched it. You haven't watched
No, I'm saying we didn't watch that in our Bourne.
Yeah, we just did the
Movie
main
things.
three. I really like Matt Damon. I know that's not a popular opinion, but
How is that not a popular opinion? Who
Oh.
hates
well,
Matt
because
Damon?
of South
your
Park.
brother-in-law.
Matt Damon.
My brother-in-law does not like Matt Damon. So he refuses to watch movies with Matt Damon in it. So
He,
he hasn't
got
seen
tricked into watching Thor, though.
Thor 3.
Can I ask why? What is his reasoning? And
So-
is it just the South Park joke, or is it just something more?
I think it's more of he just doesn't like his acting. He thinks he's a terrible actor, and so he gets a really like hard set stuff on different like actors and actresses, and he's like, they're terrible. I'm not going to watch that movie. And so he hasn't seen movies like The Martian or Good Will Hunting or the Bourne movies. He just thinks they're awful. I also recently found out he doesn't like Henry Cavill, but he will watch like the Justice League movies or Witcher.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, at least Witcher, but like
Yeah.
the Justice
boy.
League
Like,
movie.
Yeah, I'm having like a mini heart attack over here.
He
For
doesn't-
starters, what movie has your brother been in? And his famous acting. Also, too, Justice League.
Yeah.
All the DC movies have been
Well,
garbage, in
so-
my opinion.
He doesn't like Henry Cavill as Superman. He didn't like Man of Steel.
That was like the only good one.
Yeah. Like it's like that Wonder Woman and Aquaman are the three of the best
You want to know who's a
Really?
fuck?
of the DCEU. Yeah. What?
I did
Kevin
not.
Spacey. No, that guy's a fuck.
He really does not like Kevin Spacey at all.
Really?
No.
He hasn't at all, along with Phil Collins. But that's not
Fuck
an
Phil
actor.
Collins. I would happily stab that man to death in an alley if I could get away with it.
Okay.
Well, now it's out in the world that you've said that. So you're
Phil
not gonna get
Collins,
away with it.
beware. I don't know where you live or anything really about you because I just seethe with hate.
Okay.
Steer clear.
I kind of want to get into this.
Okay.
Why
About
don't you
Phil
like
Collins?
Well, both. Why don't you like Kevin Spacey?
Fuck Kevin Spacey.
Like you just don't like him as an actor, or because of
dude,
the shit
he's
that
a
you?
pederast, dude.
Okay, gotcha.
And he's a horrible actor.
Really?
I just put that one in front now because now I have a more valid reason to
Yeah.
hate him.
Right. So you're saying like movies like American Beauty,
Okay, he had one good movie. Whoop-de fuckity do.
7?
7 was not that good. The ending of 7 was good.
7.
Most of the movie was not that good.
Did you like the ending only because he gets shot?
I can't remember. I just remember there was the head in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that's why you liked it, because you got to watch Kevin Spacey die.
Spoilers. But
So
what?
I didn't think 7 that
How
was that-
old is 7 that you're saying spoilers?
I don't know.
This
Spoilers.
whole game is
20
gonna
years
be like
later.
spoilers the whole thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, Seven was not that good of a movie. The ending of Seven was amazing, but as a whole, the movie wasn't that great, in my opinion.
Okay.
Ending great. That's what everyone quotes. That's what everyone remembers is
Yeah.
the ending. No one remembers the rest of the movie. It's
Yeah.
just the ending.
Okay.
Okay, continue on.
What about Phil Collins?
Fuck Phil Collins. Two Worlds, One Family. You can lick my balls.
He doesn't like him because of Tarzan.
And for some reason, every time I see Phil Collins, I also think of Kevin Spacey. Something about their face. They're interchangeable.
They are not.
I don't like that face structure.
White guy, mostly balding.
It's weird because I'm
White,
probably going to be
old
joining
guy.
that ranks. No, I just don't like Phil Collins. I don't like his music at all. And I don't care which band he was in or whatever. Fuck his music. So there's that one that got overplayed. I mean, it's still overplayed. The whole like
In the air.
In the air of the night.
I think that's it. The one they played. Yeah, that song, man.
In the Air
I
of the
hate
Night.
that song so
Have,
fucking much.
have you seen the Cadbury commercials using that song where it's a gorilla
No.
and it's just a man in a gorilla suit and he's like
No, they
he's like
trained an
popping his
actual
neck
gorilla.
and stuff like that. And then the song comes on and it gets to that part where the drum comes in and it's just a gorilla just and it goes into the song. It's Cadbury eggs. Good commercial.
I'm angry. So angry right now. His Mike's like, hey, you know that thing you really hate? Let me go into it here. Kevin Spacey sucks. I'm sorry. American Beauty was like his only good movie in my opinion. What is that? Wasn't he also in that fucking
Unusual.
K-Pax or some shit?
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen K-Pax.
Garbage.
I was forced to watch that in school.
The Unusual
was-
Suspects.
It was, that one stayed at the 5-star hotel, the Garbaggio.
The Usual Suspects did?
Yeah, fuck Usual Suspects.
Okay.
Anyway, Samuel L. Jackson.
Anyway, so
I feel like this is going to take a lot longer of a game.
So for SWAT, I'm going to give it I'm going to give it 85%. What would you give SWAT?
Do,
Are
does
we
it
basing
help?
off of his acting or just the
Just-
movie in general?
This doesn't help because I've never seen SWAT.
You get what they call a freebie.
Based on your, based on what you've said of it, I would give it a. I'm gonna give it a nice solid 65.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mike. He hasn't seen a lot of movies.
If it helps, how about you play the trailer and we'll come back to you and see if it changes your mind.
How is playing the trailer the same as watching the movie?
No, just so you can kind of.
It was like, what, early 2000s?
Yeah, it
When
was
did that come out?
2001, I think.
God, it's been for fucking ever, man.
But Spencer, what would you give it?
Okay, so here's my thing. I watched SWAT one time when it first came out. And from what I can remember, I enjoyed it, but I have never felt the urge to rewatch it. Thus, I haven't. So I'm really only going to give it like a 50% because it just doesn't really like stick out in my brain, if I'm just honest.
Okay.
Like I remember I liked it when I watched it, but
That one?
yeah.
I like how it says Colin Farrell movie.
Yeah,
Even though you chose
I mean,
Samuel L. Jackson.
I mean, honestly, it's probably not the best Samuel L. Jackson, but I also didn't want to just pick like Endgame, you know, like I didn't want to, or pick like Infinity
Was he
Wars.
even in Endgame? I don't think he was. Maybe a cameo, a little short appearance, but
I think he like it wasn't for long, so I didn't want to just pick something like that where he has a small cameo. I also didn't want to pick a Quentin Tarantino movie. I was actually in between. I thought you were going to mute it.
I did.
Oh, gotcha.
He looks so young in this.
Right. Yeah, I think this was 03.
almost. Yeah, I mean, this was literally like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what's great is that it's from the producers for Fast and Furious and also Triple X.
$4 million, so we blew up this car.
I mean, Dunzo. Ooh. Even cop style 911. I did not know that was the fucking catchphrase of this thing.
My
That's
name's
awesome.
Michael Weston, and I used to be a spy.
Yeah.
So all right. So just based off of the trailer, does your score change?
65.
65. Okay. Boo Riley?
Oh, did both of you do it?
Yeah, I used to give him
He
a
said 50.
And your score isn't changing after the trailer?
No,
the trailer made
me remember a little bit more, but I stick with my original. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, but I have never cared to rewatch it. So thus,
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was actually between this movie and like The Incredibles, but I figured I would put that on the
So, I think I'd have to go with about a 55.
Okay.
Hey, I was pretty close to what everybody else was.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those movies, if you just want to chill out and just like not think of anything, okay, whatever. Kind of throw it on there, but it is not a great movie.
Got it.
Okay.
Mike, where would you rate it?
He said 85.
He said 85. Yeah.
85.
Okay. I
Yeah.
missed that part.
So for SWAT, that was an average of 63.
Oh,
Technically 63.75, but I don't know what to do with that.
can
I
we
don't know.
compare that to Rotten Tomatoes?
You know what? I'm just gonna bump it up to 64 and call it that.
Well, that
You
seems.
should see what it
biased.
actually is on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
man.
I'm kind of
Brad.
curious.
While he does that, Dane, pick a Samuel L. Jackson movie and start.
I
talking
mean,
about
I'm
it.
gonna have to pick a fucking like either.
I mean, go for it.
Oh God. Django Unchained, I guess.
Okay.
Was he in that?
Yeah, he was the butler.
Yeah, he was the butler guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God, I haven't seen that movie since it came out either. No, I watched it once on Netflix. Never mind. Take that back.
That's more than SWAT.
Yeah.
So we're already going up. I didn't know I had to talk about it. I thought we've all seen
No.
Django
You
Unchained.
score.
Oh, score. I honestly really enjoyed it. Probably. It's not. I think I've seen it twice, just like Spencer. 75.
Oh, I'm supposed to score Django Unchained.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I don't know.
Okay.
80.
80.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
92.
Nice.
I will also give it. You know, I'll give it a 92. Also, it's one of Quentin Tarantino's finer pieces of
It's
his
just
films.
a really good movie all the way through.
Yeah.
Got Leo in it too.
One of his
He's
best
super
scenes.
racist.
That scene when
Still better than the movie where he gets eaten by a bear.
You're right. You know the part where he smashes the glass and his
Yeah, that
hand
really
cuts-
happened.
That really
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Did
so
you
when
know
he-
in the first Punisher movie, the one with the good
Yeah.
Punisher movie?
Yeah, Thomas Jane.
Yeah, dude, that motherfucker got fucked up so many times. When he got shot and she was sewing him up on film, she was actually like missing the like rubber fake shit and sewing into him, and he kept it going. Yeah,
Wow,
hardcore.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Very nice. I do like that first Punisher.
so good, so good.
So all
He's
right.
a nail driver.
Django averaged out with 85. By the way, I really hope I am doing the math right with averaging.
All we know is we kicked the shit out of SWAT.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right, Spencer, what is your Samuel L. Jackson movie?
My like the movie I love Samuel L. Jackson the most in.
Oh, it doesn't have to be the movie you could try to screw him over. Just pick a bad one, I guess.
Well, I guess this serves both purposes then. Clone Wars.
Damn it! I have to think of a new one.
I mean, he was cool. Like, I mean, he like fucked up Django, and like that was cool. But overall, Clone Wars sucked. So I guess that hits both sides. and I would rate that movie at a solid C-.
So
What is that in numbers?
70.
I mean, honestly, that movie's pretty hard to watch through. I'd give it a 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brad, what would you give Clone Wars?
Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing now. 75.
Really?
Damn!
Oh my God.
I don't like saying.
I am just as surprised as you are. I was about to type in like 50 into the thing.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Are we
Why?
gonna have
Why
to
is it
come back to
75
that?
for
Is it-
you?
I actually like Clone Wars.
Wow. What do you like about Clone Wars? Like a little bit of it. Like, let's not get too into it, but like what?
We can save that for another podcast.
Yeah. What makes you go? That's a 75.
I don't know. I've always just liked that movie. A lot of it is just like finding out about like the clones and like that part of it in the, like the Star Wars universe and stuff. A little bit more of a darker movie.
It's
for
very-
for the prequels and that.
It's very lore driven, so he's
Yeah.
not wrong there. That's why it makes it hard to watch those, because it's so much. Just,
Yeah.
It's so packed down with lore.
yeah, you're just like, oh god, but he's not wrong. It does have a shit ton of lore in it.
All right. Okay.
It could have been.
Plus the waiter at the bar. I mean, you can't go wrong with that guy, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. Really? Look at that.
I haven't seen one of these in like 6 parsecs.
What do you know?
That's what I was trying to think of.
What do you know?
What are you going to give Clone Wars?
I'm gonna give it a 55.
I guess back to me. I'll just be right in the middle and say 50.
Okay. 55. It's the average.
All right, what?
Oh no, he didn't beat Swan on that one.
All right, Boo Radley. What is your Samuel L. Jackson?
I mean, it
movie?
has to be Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane. That's what I thought.
I've never seen that movie. All the
No,
way
me
through.
neither.
Oh,
I've only seen I've probably seen the whole movie, but I've always seen it in like different bits and parts. Like,
play the part. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even need to say
yeah,
it.
so
Play
I'm sick of
part.
the motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking
Oh, okay,
plane.
yeah.
I
All
know
right.
that
We've all
part.
seen that.
I was in
I'm
the
just making
goddamn
sure.
trailer.
That's all I was going to pull up. If I had to pull up anything, was the trailer.
So,
What's
okay.
your score?
Oh, my God. You got to love some garbage movies, but yeah, that's a solid like 45 for me. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with a 60 on this because it's just like Brad has opened my eyes to like viewing movies differently by talking about Transformers with him. He goes, you don't go to see Transformers for like an Oscar-worthy movie. You go see Transformers for explosions, awesome action sequences, and hot chicks. And I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
So
if you're gonna go see a Transformers movie for the good, like actually good movie stuff, you go see Transformers 2000, the cartoon.
yeah. So yeah, it's what you expect from it. It's still a fun movie, and it's just great. It's almost clap worthy when you just go, Samuel L. Jackson, you're awesome. Motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. So
I haven't seen it once again. I've only ever seen parts of it. But probably a 50.
I give it a 5.
really, you're really giving it a 5?
Yeah, a little tidbit about me. I don't like
Same.
bullshit movies. I don't like Sharknado.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like Rubber. I don't like fucking snakes on a goddamn plane. Those aren't movies. Those are cash grabs. Ridiculous cash grabs. Which,
very
hey,
fair.
they have their place in this world, but I'm not giving it a good rating.
All right. Oh boy, I did not see Samuel going this low.
Well, my 5 didn't help.
No, it absolutely did not. He has a 61%.
However, we have only covered literally less than like 1/50th of the movies he's been in.
Say
Yeah.
like less than 1%.
I think I think he's been in like 150 55 movies.
I
or
think it's
something
been
like
more
that.
It's
than
still
that.
going.
Yeah, it's still going. So, all right. So 61 is Samuel.
Yep.
Okay.
And what is your actor?
Uh,
By the way, I do want you to go into why you picked that movie for.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I'm not going to give a synopsis or anything, but of the movie because everyone's seen it.
Well, you
But-
will give a synopsis.
That's fine. I can, if you really need it. Carrie Elwes, as it shows there, is my actor, and the movie that I chose was the one that he got started in, and his arguably most famous one, which is The Princess Bride. I absolutely love it. It's one of those ones that I actually legitimately have this moment, like, where if I could only watch one movie for the rest of my life, like if I was on a desert island, watch one movie for the rest of my life, I probably would choose Princess Bride. Like, it's been one of my favorite movies for the longest time. It's one of those ones where I would sit and watch it on repeat whenever I was a kid, and whenever I was sick, I'm constantly have that on. I mean, for me, with pacing, with the sheer amount of things that they're able to put into the movie and still keep it fun and still keep it like constantly going and have it and still having jokes like even that adults like that I can see later and be like, oh, I missed that totally when I was a kid. Like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm really high on that one. I'm like a 98.
I do agree that
It's not your turn.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Well, this is the discussion part of it.
Oh,
that
okay.
I really do agree. Like it is a good, really good movie. Have you read Carl Reiner's book about like the making of Princess Bride?
No, I haven't read it about I've seen different like documentary esque things about all the different things that were going on with it, and I've read the original William Goldstein, I think is his name. William Gold.
I don't remember. But yeah.
But I've read that book.
Yeah, I think Carl Reiner actually wrote a book about, because he's the one that directed it.
Yeah.
And so he kind of has like a little bit of tidbits. That's where the like Andre the Giant thing where Andre farted for so long or something, and it was so stinky that they had to clear off set for like 2 hours or something like that. That's kind of where that story came from. So I was just wondering if you've read it. I haven't read it.
I haven't read the book, no, but I've seen plenty of different things that talk about that stuff.
So
for
all right,
sure.
98, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
no, it's one of my favorites.
I would score it at a 90. It is, it's like a fine wine. It just gets better with age.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I've watched it, as a kid and periodically throughout my life, and there's never a point where I like get to it and I'm just like, fuck this movie. You know, like it's always good.
You don't stop it in the middle of watching it. You always
I always
get
usually
through
go
it.
to the end, and it's always enjoyable, even after like you've seen it, and it's something that like it's a weird movie where that I personally don't really have a huge urge to rewatch it again, but somehow if it ends up on or it's there, I'm always just as engrossed as I was the first time.
Yep.
Yeah.
85.
It is also, I agree. It is a very fun movie, and I love to rewatch it. Sometimes I just get that inkling of like, you know what, I do want to watch it. I want to watch, him and Buttercup and him, doing the whole scene of like, well, if I know the poison's there, and switching around the cups and fighting Andre, and come on, Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. Such a classic line. Love it. I think I'm gonna give it a 97.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
What are the averages on that, Mike?
92.5, so I'm going to kick it up to 93.
Okay.
Awesome.
What other movies has he done?
He was in the Saw movie, the original one.
Quick, pick that one before Brad can.
Hey, could you click on that one, the Bram Stoker's Dracula? I need to see which rendition it is.
Was it the Keanu one? That looks like the Keanu one.
It is. It's Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I'll say that one.
Okay.
I love Bram Stoker's Dracula. I give it a solid 80.
Okay. Brad, have you seen this movie?
I have. It's been very long time since I've seen it. I didn't really care for it when I saw it. I'm gonna have to go with 60.
I have not seen this movie. I know about it though, and I know that it is just so special with everything. And so I think I'm gonna give it also. I think I'll also give it a 60. Just
I
sucker for Keanu, I guess.
I am. I am as well. I'm a sucker for Keanu. I'm a sucker for all that. That whole movie is just buckets of fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 70.
Okay.
68.
Okay,
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
it's good.
Bastard.
It's like my second favorite comedy of all time.
Oh, so good.
97.
Mel Brooks is one of my favorite directors, and that is also one of my favorite movies. And
Second favorite movie of his.
yeah, Spaceballs is the first.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
Blazing
I know this.
Saddles.
Nope.
Blazing Saddles is real good too.
History of the World Part 1.
Yep.
That is good.
Yep,
It's really good.
yep, that's right. Because my favorite quote comes from there. It's good to be the king. I actually want to get a tattoo of that. But okay, so 97. You know what? I think I'm gonna match you. I think 97. I think it's a good enough score. Because, man, that movie. Even the song, even the like, we're men in tights. You know, it's just so good.
It's really good. 92.
90.
94%. Okay. I guess I will go with the Saw movie, the first one, of course. It's very different from what he's done before, and I think that's very respectable.
Respectable?
Yeah, respectable as an
Real
actor.
respectable.
I need to wet my whistle. I think it's very admirable of what he's done, where he goes from a movie where, you know, people know him from Princess Bride. Then he goes to a horror torture porn Saw movie, which the
He
first
goes
one
from
is
Princess Bride. 30 years later, goes into Saw. Yes, yeah.
I mean, what else has he done? I mean, other than Bram
the
Stoker's
things
Dracula.
that we've been talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever. So I think it was a very interesting career move, and I think he did very well in it. And I think the first Saw movie is really good, especially with how like budgeted it was. Like I think they made it for like $80,000 or something like that. Like it was very low budget, and it did very well. And they fucking made a like 8-movie franchise out of it, 7-movie franchise, something like that. And then they even have a spin-off coming out with Chris Rock called I think it's called Spiral or something like that. Chris Rock plays a cop, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go see this because I'm interested. So
I'm gonna go see that.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Saw, and I'm gonna give Saw a 74.
60.
Can I just give a number and not my reason?
Yep.
30.
Why? I didn't agree to it. That fucker did. I didn't agree to it.
The first Saw movie, in my opinion, it wasn't a bad movie. It was they did a weird job of like catching a lot of people's weird imagination. I mean, they really did, and so that I have to give them something. My problem is it's really just the 6 other movies that came out afterwards.
So
And-
if it had just come out by itself, you'd
yeah, if
rate
it would have been a
higher?
standalone movie, I honestly would give it a much higher score.
I'm all right with it. Yeah.
But it was just one of those things. I mean, even when the directors literally came out and said, we're going to keep making these as long as people will keep going to see them.
It's like the Fast and Furious.
Basically just kind of saying that, like, we're not going to change up the formula. We're not really going to do anything. We're just going to keep doing this because you guys are just dumb enough to keep going to it.
Right.
And that was kind of my thing of just being like, well, fuck you. Like, that's way
Yeah.
to shit on the people that like
That
this.
like your shit, yeah.
Yeah, and then working at the pawn shop. I mean, we used to literally get like
Every
a copy
Saw.
of some Saw movie like 6 times a day. So yeah, I don't know. I'm leaving it at a 30.
Yeah, no, that.
If it was a standalone, I think I would have scored it a lot higher, to be honest. But
Yeah, all right.
Go with the 50.
the twist is the guy was in the room the whole time.
All right, move on, and while I total up.
Move on while you total up. Or everyone can just sit and watch you do math.
That's fine.
Alrighty.
God, look at that man. Oh. Now that's a man.
It's a hell of a man right there.
All right, 76.
Fuck. That really got, like, everything else was so high, and then that.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to throw off averages.
All right, this one is.
Was 76 still the highest what we got?
Yes.
I think 61 was that. I should have went with the Incredibles a little bit, but oh well. All right. So, Spencer, give us your actor.
Bruce Campbell, and the movie is Army of Darkness. So fuck you, Mike.
What? Why did you pick that one?
Well, for starters, Bruce Campbell's great in everything. There's very few things I've seen with Bruce Campbell that I'm not like, hell yeah. I joined the Evil Dead and Army of Darkness party extremely late. I don't even think I really watched them, 2-3 years ago?
I think it was 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that was one of the movies I showed him.
I was
Wow.
really late to the party, and I was still pleasantly surprised all the way through. We're going to just talk about Army of Darkness, and it's just a fucking great movie. Like, it's so much fun. They do such a good job the whole way through. Bruce Campbell is so fucking lovable from start to finish.
Oh, yeah.
That movie is the epitome of ridiculous, but yet it doesn't somehow, like, it works
Seemed
for
ham.
it. Like, it works for the movie. It doesn't
Yeah.
play against it. It really plays to it in a weird strength. And I feel like that's such a hard thing to pull off.
So you've seen Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Seen all of them
Yes.
except for the Evil Dead where
The
Bruce
remake.
Campbell isn't in it. Whatever one.
The
that
remake,
was.
yeah.
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 I mean, he had a small cameo
Yeah, yeah.
bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know a fun fact about Evil Dead, but
Maybe.
So the first Evil Dead movie, they was completely like produced by Sam Raimi. It was all out of pocket between him, his brother, and Bruce Campbell, and then sold it. People loved it, and then he went and did Evil Dead 2, and they had to remake Evil Dead 2, like shot for shot, because the first Evil Dead couldn't get released, or they couldn't like release the footage from the first Evil Dead, so they had to basically make the first Evil Dead. And
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if I knew that or not, if I'm just being honest. We went to Evil
God, it
Dead
was so
with
good.
like Bruce Campbell live commentary stuff.
Yeah.
there. We went to that, and that was really goddamn fun. And he is just even in person, he's fucking cool as hell.
Yeah, I'm actually really bummed I didn't go to that. It's one of the things I was like so stoked to go to.
It was really cool. He talked about a lot of off-screen shenanigans of the first movie that
Yeah.
they did, and there was a lot of really good stuff. I have some of it saved on my phone, but I won't play it now. But Army of Darkness is just great. I mean, I really enjoyed that movie. I truly think as far as they go, in my opinion, and granted I was late to the party, but as much as I love all of them, it's like I like Evil Dead, really liked Evil Dead 2, absolutely loved Army of Darkness. So as it went on, I just like fell more in love with it. Mm-hmm. And I think part of that is because they took such a serious / we're doing like a horror scary movie, and then the next movie it's like a good blend between like horror and comedy.
Yeah.
And then in the third one it's just like comedy basically. Like and they show like how it goes, but I really like loved that transformation of like the cult. They knew that they had like this cult fans.
Yeah.
And they were just
Played into it.
and it was I thought like you couldn't have done better for someone who starts like an independent movie, gets a huge fan basis, and then just recognizing like what the fans really loved and what they wanted more of, and they really I felt like just went with it.
It is steered into it.
Yeah, and
This
I think
is
it's
my
great.
boomstick.
Yeah, it's like it's just great. Like I could literally watch Army of Darkness a million times and still chuckle.
Oh yeah.
I'm biased, but I'm giving it 100. Yeah.
All right.
And plus, if you guys score low, I'm going to balance that out, hopefully.
God damn. All right. Brad, what's your...
I mean, it's a cult classic for a reason. Mm-hmm. It's a 98. Like,
God damn it.
Mike's going to be like, 1.
No.
balance this bitch out.
That's for that 5% on swap, bitch.
I think I'm going to go with a 85.
95.
Yeah. Way to go, Bruce. Still got it, buddy.
Bruce has always got it, baby.
95. So, all right, Brad. What's your movie?
I mean, honestly, I was going through all the stuff he's been in, and then one caught my eye, and I couldn't look past it. I also noticed he was in another movie, and I looked into that one, but it has to be Sky High, Coach Boomer.
Oh my god.
Sky High!
I love the fact that you picked that movie. I hope you know. I really do.
Having kids, it's one of those like it's like a guilty pleasure movie I can watch and have a reason to watch.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh no, it's because I have kids and they need to watch it. I'm like, I'm fucking watching Sky High. I mean,
It's Jesus.
Okay.
I don't know why. I really like
know.
this movie. 87.
I'm a diehard Sky High fan.
All right. You know what? I do like that movie. I think I'll still give it a 75 though.
I actually really like it too.
Really? All this like we're all embarrassed, like coming out of the closet, like I really like Sky High.
I actually was expecting you to go, I can't believe you guys are liking this movie. I hate that movie. I'm glad to hear that you like it.
I weirdly love that movie. 80.
I also enjoy Sky High.
Dude, you guys want to watch Sky High after this?
Yes.
And the fact that it also has Bruce Campbell is always a bonus. I give it an 80.
Oh,
God damn you, Bruce Campbell.
Dude, he can be in anything and it's fun. Like
why are you such a national treasure? All right.
Damn, that's who I should have picked.
it just cracks me up that he's in all 3 of the it still cracks me up that he's in all 3 of the fucking Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans
Yeah.
as different cameo characters.
Oh,
It
I
cracks me
actually
up every time.
I actually love that fact. That's why I'm picking Spider-Man 2.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
I even love it more that the games that came off of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies has Bruce Campbell in it,
Yeah, he
voicing the like narrator or
He
stuff like
does
that.
all the tips and everything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I love
No,
it.
it's super fun.
So I'm picking Spider-Man 2 just because it's such a great movie. I am going to give it an 85.
It's really
God damn
good.
it. I can't believe Bruce Campbell is going to beat Samuel L. Jackson. What a turn of events.
Spider-Man 2. It's really good. I'm probably an 80.
Spider-Man 2. There's a lot that could be said, but at the end of the day, I do love the fat Doc Ock.
Yeah.
And
It's who we can cosplay as.
I'll give it 75.
Okay.
I got to go with the 70.
We're kicking the shit out of Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I know. I really wish I would have picked Incredibles now. What was that? 78. All right.
Well, I got a feeling that even though Mike said that he knows about this, that you guys haven't watched this movie.
I haven't. I know about it. I haven't watched it.
And I doubt you have either. You might have, but because we just watched it last year. Bubba Hotep.
Can you pull up? I want to watch the trailer.
Yeah, you should definitely watch the trailer.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
What was also the movie? I can't think of it for some reason. It has Bruce Campbell in it, playing Bruce Campbell, the action hero or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's I know exactly what you're talking about. And he's trying to fuck that guy's mom.
I have not seen that movie, but it's just him in like a Hawaiian.
No,
shirt.
like he's trying to the main character's mom. Bruce Campbell's trying to fuck his mom.
Is it one word? 2 words?
Yeah,
Bubba
Bubba, press
I think
the
it's
space,
2 words. Yeah.
and then Hotep. There it is, and then you could really.
Is the soundtrack really good?
It's mostly just like Elvis, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know about the movie. I just haven't seen the movie. On Blu-ray?
We got it on Blu-ray.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That is very sincere. I really want to watch this. I don't know a single person who does not like Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, I feel like when you come up against someone who doesn't like Bruce Campbell, it's usually because they don't know who Bruce Campbell
Yeah, they don't know who Bruce
And then you're
Campbell
like, this is Bruce Campbell, and they're like, oh yeah, like I love that guy. And you're like, yeah.
What's the thing that he says like he's the best like B-list celebrity ever?
It's pretty true.
God, how much prosthetic is that on Bruce Campbell? Or is it just Bruce Campbell? Like, is that his chin? Like, I know he has a very prominent chin, but... What?
It's really good.
You know
I
what?
really enjoy it.
Okay, I have a question. Is there a like team up moment like we need to come together to defeat
That's what them walking down the
hall? Okay.
hall is. What is happening? Oh, okay. Why was it freaking out there for a second?
It's best not to ask.
Bruce talks
Best
Bubba.
not to ask.
All right. So Bubba Hotep. huh?
Bubba Hotep, yes. No, I love it. I definitely liked it a lot more than some of our other friends. I think mostly just because we were such big Bruce Campbell fans is part of the reason why we like it, because there are, surprisingly, in comparison to what the trailer shows, there were a lot of these really quiet, very serious moments in that movie. And it talks about a lot of things like you wouldn't expect. I still really loved it. I'm going to do an 85.
It's pretty good. It definitely, if you're expecting something like Army of Darkness, it will probably bum you out. It is a comedy, but it is more of like a slow burn comedy. And it's got some really good stuff, but it's definitely, I think what drives people away from it is, they watch things like Army of Darkness and Evil Dead, and then they kind of expect that going into it.
Or
and
Spider-Man.
Or Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
There's that great customer service. However, it's still a good movie. It just, I do believe you have to kind of go into it knowing that, because I enjoyed it, but I did kind of go into it with a different expectation.
Yeah.
So thus it did kind of bum me out a little bit, but I want to rewatch it again now that I know.
Knowing, I actually liked it more because it subverted my expectations from what I thought it was going to be.
70.
Thank you.
All right. I feel like this is up your alley, Brad.
I mean, it is up my alley. So the problem is I haven't seen it. The slow burn thing is kind of like where I'm like, oh, that's the only thing that could be a downer. But I would be so up to watching this, especially once my pick comes up. So we'll see. But 75, just because I don't know about the slow burn part.
All right. You know what? With speaking of Bruce Campbell, and since I can tell you for a fact, not even totaling up the scores, he's in the fucking lead. I'm gonna give this 69 because of the man Bruce Campbell.
I'll see you in hell.
It ended with a 75% for Bubba. Let me total up all the scores.
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to borrow it and watch it. Like I said, I'm a little sad we didn't watch it during Halloween.
Yeah, I was too. But as you know,
We kind of got all.
October was a weird month.
It was an incredibly weird month.
All right. Bruce Campbell, the man, the myth, the legend, finished off with an 82.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
I think we pretty much have the winner, though.
I
but
think so too.
we won't give up the fight quite yet.
You can't get out. I was thinking
Okay.
about that. Like, will you pass me my water bottle over there since you're on that? That's not mine. Mine's the blue.
The blue.
one.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, real quick, look up the Bruce Campbell movie that I was talking about, where he literally just plays himself. Just go to his IMDb page and go through his list, and I can tell you who.
Win.
Just
Win. We need a reference point here.
No, I know, Brad. I'm what I'm checking is making sure that it's going down in chronological order or going up in chronological order. So scroll.
Yes, both.
Those are the things that are happening.
Yeah, but which way? I don't.
Both.
No, I get that. What I think it's 2008. I'm making sure that we need to go up for 2008, not down.
2008 was Hellboy.
My name is Bruce.
Yeah, my name is Bruce.
My name
It's
is
literally
Bruce.
just my name is Bruce. Click on that movie. See, I wasn't far off. 07. It's of what I've heard, it's not that bad. It's up to snuff with Bruce Campbell movies. So
It's directed by Bruce Campbell.
yeah.
What is?
My name is Bruce.
So
I haven't seen that.
No, that's another one we should watch.
absolutely,
It's
I'd
him
be down.
playing himself,
Yeah, I'll have to do that one.
even though he's basically always playing himself.
That's why he's great.
Might just be easier.
What?
Okay.
All right, Brad. Who is your
I
actor?
picked Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
That is really good.
I think he's a really good actor. I almost find that he's better as a voice actor, though, especially later on. So, but my pick for a movie for him comes down to a cult classic myself. Oh, come on. Mouse is giving me issues here. I remember watching this as a kid, and I watched it over and over and over on HBO constantly. I love this movie more than anything else in the world. The Guyver.
Have you guys seen this movie?
I've not
I have
seen it.
not seen the guy.
No.
Oh my god.
You gonna
another
play
one
the
we should
trailer?
watch.
Oh, we're playing the trailer on this bad boy.
What happens in it? Can you
Have
tell
you
us a
not
little-
seen it either?
No.
I think I'm the only one that's seen this.
So I know about it. Again, I know about it, but this was actually a movie that Brad brought to my attention, and we may actually do a On a Streak episode where Brad has to convince me to watch movies. And I think this is going to be one of the movies that he needs to.
I don't know that he's going to have to convince me to watch this. It's probably just going to be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Oh, I'm already in.
You could buy or rent it right now. Do you own it?
I don't. I need to find it and buy this bad boy.
You know what? While you're playing the trailer, I'm going to look on Amazon. Because there's no other place you're going to be able to find it.
I just want you guys to enjoy this.
Let's take a trip.
Wow, is it really?
Do you want it on Blu-ray?
Always.
Hold on. I need to see. Is there a better freaking... This one is
Yeah.
super grainy as hell.
That VHS.
Hey, do you also want what looks like an anime?
That's Guyver 2. What about the... Oh, that's just a teaser trailer.
Part human, part alien, pure superpower.
What's the difference between a trailer and a teaser trailer?
I don't know.
Teases about the trailer.
I think it's the amount of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what you said. Was that what you were talking about? The Guyver anime?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it was also an anime.
Is it based off the anime?
I don't know.
Is it this one? This one's at least not as grainy, so we'll see.
I'm in.
Hey, Brad, don't buy it.
It's like the original superhero movie, I tell you what.
This is like vaguely giving me some Beetleborg vibes.
Oh God, I miss the big bad Beetleborgs.
What the fuck? That's a like human-sized gremlin.
Oh.
Shank him.
Who says you can't take out a predator?
God, back in the 90s when everything exploded when you hit it.
Yeah.
Was that him powering up? Is that why he's...
Or depowering.
So I think that was him. He was about ready to take off his mask, is all that one was. This is it is a great movie. I find this movie to be great. It's got that old like 80s 90s cheesiness like factor to it.
Like almost
it reminds
Power
me of
Rangers.
like honestly like the first Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Like you look at it that type
that's
of a
very
thing.
similar.
So basically it's this guy, and I could be getting some of these details wrong because it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but basically it's like an alien like drops down and he finds it, and it's what gives him this power suit basically. And so he has to stop like another alien invasion from trying to take over like the world, and he has to use this.
All that makes me think of is, what is that other one where the kid like gets into the like
Star
silver?
Kid.
Is that Star Kid?
Star Kid. Yeah, that's a great movie too. It's a kid.
Guyver.
So this whole thing it's also like a comic series that was back in the day, and
It looks amazing.
They've made freaking
I'm way
multiple
down.
movies on this. But yeah, the
But it-
first one has Mark Hamill. After that, they like switch out the actor and that. But
But it wasn't
just
Mark
great.
Hamill was it that powered up, right? Like Mark Hamill isn't the main person. Is it? Was that
Yeah.
Mark
That
Hamill?
was Mark Hamill.
I was busy on. I believe you.
That's not Mark Hamill.
Oh, okay.
Looks just like him.
Hey, I found it. $20, Blu-ray, Amazon. Don't buy it. I got you covered.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy it.
I sent it to the person who has an Amazon Prime account, so I could at least get free shipping on it. So, all
What
right,
is
Brett.
your score, Brad?
My score on this, I gotta go 95, man. I love this movie.
You don't want to go 100?
No, 100 for me is that's a special place for certain movies, and that's not one of them.
All right. So
History of the World Part 1 is 100.
So without seeing this, and this is, I'm definitely like all for this movie. I think I'm gonna give it a 70
Yeah.
because I am so down to watch this.
I'm right at a 70 as well.
I think the biggest thing working against Brad right now is he's the only one who's seen it.
It is. It is.
I'm smitten with the idea. Same with Mark Hamill being in it. It's just even better. But once again, I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna say 70 as well.
Does this mean we're getting together to watch the Guyver?
I'd watch it. I'm down.
I'm so down
When
for
it comes in.
When it comes in,
We're watching the
We're
Guyver.
watching it.
We'll do Guyver and Bubba Hotep. It'll be a really confusing night.
I'm so down. I'm really glad I sent it to the person who's going to buy it. I'll pay them back. But it was like 13 left in stock. I don't know who is going to go buy Guyver other than us four, but I want to get it down. So, all right.
Some guy just sitting on 13 copies.
Yeah. All right.
I really thought this was going to skyrocket. I bought 13 of them.
He couldn't scalp the PlayStation 5, so he scalped Guyver. So, all right. So, Guyver finished off with a 76. So,
Respectable.
Yeah,
I think honestly it
respectable
would have
for
been
only
done
one
better.
person.
Yeah, if we
if
all had
anybody
seen
else
it.
had seen it,
Yeah, that's the only thing that works against it.
all right. My Mark Hamill movie is going to be Brisby Bear.
I don't think I'm familiar with that
No,
one. Either.
You may actually like have to look it up and show off. So basically, what the story is
Spoiler alert.
Mark Hamill and his wife in the thing.
once again a time frame year.
It's recent.
Mark Hamill's a busy boy.
It's like 2016, I think. Yeah, right there, 2017.
Oh, Brisby Bear.
Yeah. So basically, what it is Mark Hamill and his wife have a son, and they live in like an underground bunker kind of thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like Blast from the Past-esque feel to it. But what they do is they make up a television, like a kids' television show, kind of like Teletubbies kind of thing. But it's called Brisby Bear. And so, but how it all kind of goes down is that the kid was kidnapped when he was little by Mark Hamill, and they just basically like did an experiment where they made up this like kids show. The kids show is paid for, written by, and acted by Mark Hamill. And so this kid gets rescued from his abductors and goes back to his original family, and they're like, he's getting used to to the real world, because he was kidnapped when he was a kid. He's now like 35 or something like that, so he's getting used to like, what the fuck is the internet? What the fuck is a phone? Because he thinks he's still living in like the 1970. Like it has that kind of like feel to it. And so then the show ends without a completion, and so he writes his own Brisby Bear story to finish it off, and he basically just goes around with his newfound friends recording the ending to Brisby Bear, and it's actually really good. I think it's written by the guy with the glasses on the screen, but it was actually a really good, surprising movie. I think he's also a writer on like SNL now.
Okay.
So yeah, I will probably give this movie probably an 80.
Sounds interesting. I would probably watch it. 70.
I will give it a 70 solely on the fact that Mark Hamill's in it, and I have not seen it.
Brad, have you seen it?
I have not seen this. I feel like I'm gonna hurt my bottom line, but it doesn't sound like it's up my alley. I gotta go 60.
Okay.
I don't think it's up your alley, Brad. 70 is Brisby Bear. So
Can you go through the all of his thing? Because
Oh,
I want to
God,
see if
no.
something. I just want to see if something pops out that I don't remember him in.
You probably New Hope.
Well,
Empire
yeah, but I
Strikes
didn't want to
Back,
choose.
it's a small
Return
indie
of the
film.
Jedi.
I didn't want to just
mean-
choose Star Wars.
Yeah, he's
That's
in
awesome.
Kingsman, which is a
he's
really
the-
goddamn
he-
fun movies. Both
He's
of
the
them.
main, he's the the first little professor guy.
Oh, that's right.
He's the scientist, yeah.
You know what's funny in the comic version of that, like so the comic that's based off of, they actually are just rescuing Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it's Mark Hamill playing.
Yeah, man, I totally forgot about that.
So many TV shows.
I know that's the hard part.
If need be, you can go with the TV show. I think that's all right.
I can go with a TV show.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I mean, that's a movie right there.
Well, Futurama movies are not good. I absolutely adore Futurama. I love all of it, but those movies are really bad.
I was even thinking of like maybe.
I mean, are we talking like the Joker from Batman animated series?
I mean, if you want to, I was thinking of doing like Mask of the Phantasm. Like I think he's in that. I don't know if he plays Joker in it.
Yeah,
though.
I think he's the voice actor for Joker in Mask of the Phantasm.
I don't remember Joker in it, but
that's
I'm
what
sure.
that was what I was gonna pick, but I didn't remember if Joker was actually in that one. Or not.
Yeah, that I don't either. That's the crazy thing. That is the best Batman movie ever.
It is really really
Fucking
good.
Mask
Yeah.
of Phantasm, dude. It's so good.
I own the animated series on Blu-ray, and I think I made it through the first season, and then I stopped. I really need to go back.
But yeah.
Well, there's even. I mean,
Ren
here's a
and
for sure thing. There's Batman Beyond, Joker.
the
yeah.
movie at the end of the show,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, basically
That one was also really good, but I really want to know if he was in Mask of the Phantasm.
I didn't see it on there.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Was that what 90,
This is 90 something.
98, 99, something like that?
So somewhere in between 1992 and 1999.
I'm double checking right now. I can confirm Kevin Conroy was in it.
Oh yeah, he was Batman.
Mark Hamill was in it as the Joker. So there you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
go
we're
for
gonna
it.
do it. Yeah, we're gonna do Mask of the Phantasm. And because that's, as Spencer already pointed out, one of the, if not the best Batman movie.
Yeah, take that, you fucking Bat Wagners. Jesus.
I would give that one. It's really good. 85.
I actually hate Batman. I truly do. I'm not a Batman fan. But I love that fucking movie. I would give it an 80.
Yeah, it's right around that same area, so about an 85, I'd say.
And I think I will give it an 80. Yeah.
All right, I got an 83 on that one. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
All right, Spencer.
Now, I'm sure everyone here could probably, well, Mike and Dane specifically would think that I would pick Return of the Jedi because I love that fucking movie, but I'm
What?
actually
No.
not going to. I am going to pick Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
God, that's a great choice.
Not only
Cock knocker.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not only is Mark Hamill in that, and not only am I just super gay for Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, I fucking love that movie, and the fact that he comes out and he's able to just make fun of his own role, and it's such like a fun time. It's so good. I'm a Jedi Knight, bitch. He's got his bong saber.
Oh God.
I absolutely love that movie. For me, that's another high up one. I put that easy at a 95, possibly even 100, but I'll say 95.
All right. You know what? I like your pick. Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, we'll go at about an 85. It's pretty good.
That gives us 8 days to get there. 3 by my count. We're close. What the fuck is the internet?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with a 89 for that.
I'm gonna do an 85. Look at that. We did Mark Hamill, and none of us chose Star Wars.
I think that was the goal, though. It kind of felt like that was the vibe, where it's like, let's pick Mark Hamill, but let's not do Star Wars.
Or pick options
Yeah.
to force Spencer into picking Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised. I thought somebody was going to say that one, too, was Jay and Silent Bob. I was really surprised by that.
All right.
Did Bruce Campbell win?
I'll go through the official scores.
All I know is Samuel L. Jackson got his ass handed to him.
By everyone.
And what's even
Samuel L.
crazy,
Jackson, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think I did a real disservice.
It's just
for-
motherfucking score out of this motherfucking podcast. That's
All right. So here's the ratings. In fourth place, Samuel L. Jackson was 61%.
It's like the participation trophy.
In third place, just making sure, with a 76% is Carrie Elwes.
Really?
Wow.
With coming in second place
Mark Hamill.
is Mark Hamill with 80%, which means
with no Star Wars.
I also loved because 2 of his movies, the rest of us hadn't seen.
Yeah.
So we were just like, it's Mark Hamill, 70. Like, really cop that victory.
which means that Bruce Campbell beat out Mark Hamill by 2%. He got 82%. Bruce Campbell's the winner of our first game.
This son of a bitch is
Spencer
going
wins.
Sky high.
Spencer wins.
And now we're going to watch Sky High.
So now
Get ready.
so the whole point of this is that now Bruce Campbell is our champion. Okay, he is at 82%. So now
Hail to the king, baby.
So this is
I love him.
this is for the audience. What we're gonna do the next time we do this, we're all gonna pick new actors. It doesn't necessarily have to be you guys coming back on, but if you guys want to do this again, we're all gonna pick new actors.
That's not that famous customer service I've heard.
I was going to say, what I heard there was new people get the fuck off my podcast.
Not necessarily. But so Bruce Campbell has an 82%. Next time we do this, we're gonna all pick new people, and we're gonna go do the same thing. We're also gonna do the same thing with Bruce Campbell.
Is
So
to repeat Bruce
it's
Campbell.
now a new champion can go up against Bruce Campbell. But here's the thing: he goes back down to 0. We have to do a whole new thing, and it could be the same movies. You know, we could rate it differently. You know, who knows what? You know, if we're gonna rate Bruce Campbell the same with Spider-Man.
I've got a feeling we're going to rate Bruce Campbell high no matter what.
Yeah. So Bruce Campbell wins. That was Spencer's pick. So Spencer wins.
All right. Just
God
go ahead
damn.
and pack up your living room into my truck, and I'll get out of here.
So
Consolation prize.
Yeah.
all right. You know what? I think that was a pretty successful new idea that we brought to the podcast. If I do say so myself.
He really forced that one on
Yeah,
us.
he did.
Yeah. Well,
You're
it was
quite
still fun.
the outlier.
That dig.
All right.
Oh, God.
All right. So, Brad, you want to plug our stuff?
No, but you can.
All right. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook and at Best Friends Discuss Podcast or Best Friends Discuss. Sorry, I'm in podcast mode. And buy our merch at teespring.com/store/best friends discuss.
I am super proud of you, Mike. I almost didn't even think you had this stuff memorized. That's why I had you do it.
No, I do have this memorized. I'm a professional host of an international podcast.
He's a professional co-host.
No, you shut up, Dane. Hey, Dane, promote your stuff.
I'm also available for rent. If anybody needs me, thanks.
He is not as good at customer service as Mike is.
So he doesn't cut balls?
That's right.
I mean, who does?
Mike?
Mike does. Definitely check out Dane and Friends podcast. All of these guys have now been on it. And hopefully stop it. The first one that will be coming up will actually be one with Spencer and my brother Jonathan on there.
I didn't
And that
agree to this. I will be suing him. Stay tuned for more.
But for sure. But Dane and Friends, it's going to be a blast.
Perfect. Spencer, is there anything you want to plug?
I am available for rent. If you need my services, thank you.
What are your services?
If you have to ask, you can't afford them.
That is the law of the land.
You can't argue with it.
If you can't.
It seems so much more professional.
Right?
This does nothing, but in my head, oh my God.
Oh, man. Someone's.
All right, we're ending the podcast. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Click the
Farewell.
stuff. You want to fucking figure